Thank you for joining us as we announce our nominees for the 98th Oscars.
All right, we have to talk about this because what happened this morning with the Oscar nominations, wow. It wasn't just an announcement, it was a full-on earthquake. We've got this incredible story of a massive, historic win on one side, and on the other, a completely stunning, jaw-on-the-floor failure. It was a morning that just completely redrew the map for the rest of award season. You know, if you had to pick just one word, one single word to describe what happened to the Academy's history books today, it's this one: obliterated. A record that's been standing for decades wasn't just broken, it was absolutely shattered. And it all comes down to this number, 16. This is the number that just changed everything. I mean, it represents a brand new high watermark, a feat that a lot of people thought was pretty much impossible in today's film world. That's right. Ryan Coogler's amazing original film, Sinners, just pulled in a staggering 16 Oscar nominations. That makes it officially the most nominated film in the entire history of the Academy Awards. We're talking over 90 years. It's such a clear signal that voters wanted to reward something bold and new, especially in an industry that's so often focused on sequels and franchises. And this slide really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? For decades, the magic number was 14. That record was held by two absolute giants of cinema, James Cameron's Titanic and Damien Chazelle's La La Land. Well, Sinners didn't just squeak by them. It blew right past them with 16. Just incredible. And here's the thing, it wasn't just the number of nominations, it was the completeness of the domination. Sinners got a nomination in every single category it was eligible for. Think about that, from the big ones like Best Picture and Director, all the way to the brand new category for achievement in casting. It just shows this unanimous respect from every single branch of the Academy. Actors, editors, sound mixers, you name it. A total perfect sweep. But you know how it is in Hollywood. For every huge winner, there's almost always a shocking loser. And while the folks behind Sinners are popping champagne, another major film is dealing with the complete opposite, a total shutout. So remember that number 16 we were just talking about? Well, here is its polar opposite, 0. A big, fat 0. That's how many nominations the huge, highly anticipated sequel Wicked for Good received. Not one. Nothing for its stars, its amazing costumes, its music. Zilch.
Now, to really get why this is such a catastrophe for them, you have to understand what a true award snub is. It's not just when a movie you like doesn't get nominated. A snub is when a film that all the critics were predicting, that audiences seem to love, and that had a huge campaign behind it gets completely and utterly ignored by voters. And that, my friends, is the literal definition of what just happened to Wicked for Good.
And that's what's so wild, right? You're probably thinking, wait, how is that even possible? The first movie was an awards darling, but what insiders are saying is that it was kind of a perfect storm. Voters are just tired of sequels, it's called sequel fatigue, and there was a feeling that while the movie looked incredible, it was maybe a little emotionally empty. And in a year this competitive, the Academy clearly decided to go all in on originality instead. So, that big showdown we all thought we were gonna see, Sinners versus Wicked, well, that's over before it even started. But what's sprung up in its place is a new and maybe even more intense battle for Best Picture. So who's left in the ring? In one corner, you have the history-making, culture-defining phenomenon, Sinners. And in the other corner, you have this sweeping epic from one of the most respected directors out there, Paul Thomas Anderson's one battle after another. And believe me, this is going to be a real fight. People in the know are already calling it a neck-and-neck battle. There's no clear frontrunner here. You've got the insane momentum of a new classic versus the deep respect for a cinematic master. It really couldn't be any tighter. So it all comes down to this one question. What are the voters going to value more? Are they going to go with the film that completely rewrote the record books and captured this moment in time? Or are they going to honor the masterpiece from a living legend? The history maker versus the industry legend. The final battle on Oscar night is officially set.
Coogler, Sev Ohanian, and Ryan Coogler, producers.